What's up, guys? Black Comedic Wolf here, and first, before I even get started, I have to say this is a trigger warning. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. If you cannot handle this type of content, please do not watch it. Do not trigger yourself. Do not traumatize yourself and, just throw your entire day off, your mood off, your energy. No, just scroll away. Now, before I even get into this topic, I have to say rest in peace to all the young Black women who have lost their lives to domestic violence within the Black community. My condolences go out to your family members and friends. Now, as we already know, there are millions of Black women who face violence every year, but in particular, domestic violence, and the numbers are rising every single day. Now, on social media platforms such as Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok, you name it at this point, people are meeting up to date, which is completely fine. Some people use social media because it's easier to use predatory tendencies to track, lure, and trap young Black women. Now, believe it or not, whether you yourself are a Black woman or you are not, you may know someone who has been through domestic violence and you did not know or have any idea of it at all. Millions of Black women experience domestic violence throughout the year. However, a lot of them do not come forward and say something due to others not believing them being afraid for their life, the law not really doing anything, restraining orders not really restraining the violence or the predatory behaviors that they're experiencing. And the number one thing that domestic survivors deal with is fear. Constantly living in fear and being paranoid and living on edge that someone is going to hurt them or possibly kill them. Now, some attributes of domestic violence are the obvious physical abuse, hitting, scratching, kicking, pulling hair, pushing someone down a flight of stairs, throwing someone into a wall, for example, leaving bruises, scratch marks, body marks. Now, a violent partner may have a short temper. They may start an argument to purposely cause confrontation or manipulation. 9 times out of 10, they are a narcissist. There is verbal abuse. There is physical abuse. There is emotional abuse, which can also lead to stalking locations, destroying one's property, hospitalization, and or finally, the last step is legal help. Now, unfortunately, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, a lot of Black women do not make it to the last step of legal help and finally escaping to safety and living a life after so much abuse and torture. There is also the aftermath of the domestic violence situation or situations, depending on everybody's experience. You also have the family constantly grieving their child or children, whoever they have lost throughout that time. You also have to consider the children, if there are children within the household that the domestic violence is taking place in, how they are affected as well. Because sometimes children also experience domestic violence physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and or sexually, the same as their mother does. But that is another topic for another day.